Hi guys, and welcome to another video. I'm Toke Signals. Today we're going to talk about DaVinci Resolve 17. A few people have asked me in my community how I edit my videos and how I make my shorts and how we do it and what program we use. So today, finally, because I've been talking about doing this video for a little while, we're going to get into how to get started with DaVinci Resolve 17. It's a massive program, really powerful, great for editing, and best of all, it's completely free to use. And I'm proud to say today's video is sponsored by Visuals by Impulse. If you need any overlays, graphics, pop-ups, stinger transitions, social media alerts, anything like that, Visuals by Impulse is where to go. There's a link down there in the description. They have a bunch of free assets, and also there's a code in the description down there for 5% off your orders. Right, here we are over on your favorite search engine, Google. Just type in Blackmagic Designs, hit enter. You'd probably be your first one that pops up on Google. Just click on Blackmagic Designs here. You want to go up to the top where it says products. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor, it's quite small. I'm going to have to get a highlighter for it, but products, DaVinci Resolve and Fusion software. I'm just circling it here so you can see my mouse pointer. You want DaVinci Resolve. You want DaVinci Resolve free right here. Excuse me, my phone just kicked in then and started like Google searching. This is the free version, the pro version. We just want the free version. So we'll click on that. Have a little scroll down here. And here is the program, DaVinci Resolve 17. Free download now. So just click on that. Choose whatever system you use, Mac, Windows or Linux. I chose Windows because I'm on Windows. Hit that, get it downloaded and installed. Now, the first time you run DaVinci Resolve 17 and every time you start DaVinci Resolve 17, you'll come to this window here, which just shows all your previous projects that you've saved in project files and stuff like that. So once you've made a video, you can come back to it right here. Since this will be empty for you guys, you just want to click on New Project at the bottom down here. Give it a name, Something Pro. And we actually call it Something Pro. Hit Create and that will bring you up on your first project. There we go. Now what I like to do on any first project is go down to the settings here and make sure it's set up to the correct frame rate and formats. These are your master settings, so make sure this is on 1920 by 1080 or whatever you shoot in. Most of my footage, in fact all of my footage, is 1920 by 1080 HD in 60 frames per second. So I want to change all this to 60 and just hit save. That way every project that we start will be in them settings right there. So we need to save that there. Make sure we're in the edit tab, which along the bottom here, we've got the edit tab, which is this one here highlighted. Close the effects page and open up the media pool. Once you've got the media pool open, inside the master thing, you need to right click inside here. And here's where we create a timeline. So we go to timeline, create new timeline, untick the proxy settings, go to format and just make sure that this is all in the same frame rate as you set down here. So you want 60 frames per second, 1920 by 1080, full HD, and then hit create. Once you're doing that, your timeline is set up and you're ready to add video clips. It's right here. So you can name this whatever you want. I'm just going to call it YouTube Tester. Then we can show you guys what's going on. We're going to keep using this timeline in future videos. We're just going to build up from this. So this is like video one. Also, guys, let me just say what I'm about to show you here, there's about 50,000 different ways to do everything inside this program. So what I say on one way to do things, you'll find other creators on YouTube doing it a different way. There is multiple ways to do everything inside DaVinci Resolve. So we're back on our Something Pro project here, and we need to get some videos in. There's one way to do it here by dropping down the file, going to import and importing your media that way. The way that I do it is Pro, just pick it up, drag it in wherever you've got your clips placed. Just pick it up, drag it into media pool, and there it is. From there you can drag it onto your timeline and then you're ready to go, or you can just drag it straight from wherever your clip is straight onto your timeline. Just drag and drop. Couldn't be simpler. Now you see the way that just snapped together right there as well. This little magnet button here is highlighted white, which is like the snapping tool. So if it's in DaVinci, if it's highlighted white, it obviously is active. If it's not highlighted white, then it's hidden. So you've got all these buttons all around DaVinci Resolve. And if it's highlighted white, then it's in use. This snapping tool here lets you snap clips next to clips. side by side without any gaps at all. You see how it just snaps in there? So if that wasn't highlighted, I'll show you. And you've got far more control over it. You can move it a tiny bit at a time. Whereas when snapping is enabled, it just lets you snap side by side to the next clip. Snap, done. If you made it this far into the video, congratulations. We have a timeline, we have clips installed, we have them on the thing down here. Everything's set up like it's ready to go. So now we're just going to run over a few buttons and stuff like that and get a bit more familiar with this main edit page right here. Now, I just want to run over a few things. Like I said before, if it's highlighted white, then it's in effect, it's being used. So the media pool here is in effect because it's highlighted white. If I click it again, it'll turn it off and it's gone. Same thing here with the effects. Click it once and it's gone. Everything inside DaVinci Resolve is pretty much customizable, so you can open and close whatever you want. You can move stuff around, like I've got the effects here open and the media pool, so you can just close each one, open it back up, have none open, have all of them open. If you want more real estate, it's completely up to you. I pretty much have the media pool open all the time so I can see my clips. You can even change the size of these clips here just by sliding this little bar up here. You could change it by thumbnail like it is now, or you can have it in a list. If you've got loads of clips, you can search the clips. We don't need any of that at the moment. Generally, I like to have my clips in here, perhaps zoomed in a little bit so I can see what's going on. And then when I need any effects, I can just open the effect library here. Here's where you get all your video transitions, all your fades, absolutely all of that business is all inside the effects one right there. Also, what we use quite a lot is something called the inspector, which is up here in the right hand corner. If you can't see it, just click it. And here's your volume mixer as well, so you can put your volumes on there if you need it. Like I said, if it's highlighted white, it's in use. So if I highlight this clip here, click the inspector, these are the attributes for this video. So if I put the playhead above this video here, see this is highlighted red, it's on the inspector. So whatever I want to do to this clip here is now being controlled by here. So if I'd like to zoom it, I can just roll these wheels up, roll them back down, unzoom it. I can move the position around left and right, up and down. You can reset most things on DaVinci Resolve by double clicking. So if I double click the zoom, it'll go back to normal. Double click the position. Obviously you've got your rotate angle here. Your anchor point is your picture and yours, so you can turn it different ways. It's all here. You just need to have a little play around with it. So there's cropping on here as well. Let's just reset all these and we can see what we're doing. There's also, that's just the transform part of the inspector. But here we have the cropping as well. Uses quite a lot. So you can crop on the left, crop on the right, crop the top, crop the bottom, and then bring up the softness and it'll soften the edges down. So you've got that nice faded look that some people like. If you're using graphics or anything like that, it's quite a useful tool. Now, I want to mention quickly just some quick keyboard shortcuts. Now, I've got my playhead here halfway through this clip. As you can see, I can scrub through it like this. If I turn the magnet off, I can scrub through it more smoothly and get more finer position. But as for keyboard shortcuts, I'm holding shift and rolling my mouse wheel up and down right now, and that does this. That makes the clips on your timeline bigger or smaller so you can see the thumbnails. Sometimes we struggle with processor power, so it's best to keep these quite small. But if you're working on them and you want to see, hold shift, roll your mouse wheel up and down, and it can make the stacks smaller or larger. Again, as well, if you hold Alt and roll your mouse wheel, it makes it bigger this way. So you can see your audio waves, you can see your thumbnails a lot larger for finer detail and stuff like that. That just saves messing with these sliders here. So you've got this slider here that does the same thing, pushes it in and out that way. You've got these three here. This one in the middle focuses exactly on the timeline where the playhead is, the red playhead. That's what that one means. This one here shows the entire timeline. So they're the two that I use mainly. This one's obviously custom zoom, so you can put it wherever you want, but I like to be able to see a lot, and then it's quicker to use keyboard shortcuts just to bring these down a bit and to bring them in a bit. So Shift and Alt are your friends on this program. Now, the last little keyboard shortcut I want to show you is J, K, and L. So as you can see here, we've got the playhead in the middle of the clip again, and you can use J, K, and L as play, pause, and play backwards. So K is obviously pause, L is forwards, J is backwards, and the more times you press it, the faster it goes. So you can spam L, and it'll obviously scrub through the tracks as fast as you can, scrub through the timeline. And you can pause it again with K or stop it, and you can bring it back 1 speed, 2 speed, 4 times speed, all the way up to 64 times speed without a problem at all. Obviously, you get some lagging the faster you go, but it's just a quicker way to scrub through the chat, to scrub through the clips and through the edit without having to slide this slider across and mess around with these controls here that can be a bit fiddly with the mouse. So, and there we have it, the basics of how to download and install DaVinci Resolve 17. The last little thing I want to complete this video with is how to get the video out of the program back to your desktop. So quick render. These tabs along the bottom will do different things. We'll go into this in further details in another video, but mostly we use this one here, the color page. This is how we alter all the color in the videos and stuff like that, touch things up and stuff. This is Fairlight, which is the audio page. It's where you do all your voiceovers and your mic and stuff like that. And then this rocket ship here is the renderer page. So we hit deliver. This program, DaVinci Resolve, comes with a YouTube preset. So up here, all you need to do is hit the YouTube preset. That makes it will come out how you want it. File name, so just give it a cool name, something cool. I'm gonna call mine cool. Location, stick it on the desktop, somewhere pro. It's on the desktop right there. Make sure your resolutions are set to how you want it. Make sure your frame rate is, your format's okay, QuickTime or MP4. I like MP4. And then hit this button here. I don't know if you can see it with my face in the way. Let me just move myself over there. Add to render queue. That's what that's going to do, is open up this page up here. Then we just click this button here for render all, and it will render the whole timeline. So I'm just working with these two clips here for demonstration purposes, so I don't need to render it. But obviously it will show what's going on up here, how long it's going to take. Obviously the longer the video, the longer it's going to take to render, and then it will place that video onto your desktop or wherever you put it to save. So that is done. We are doing a giveaway on the channel of an Elite Xbox Series 2 controller. All you have to do is like the video, comment Elite giveaway and subscribe to the channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, the winner will be announced. Now, hopefully in the last 10 minutes, we've taught you something about DaVinci Resolve to get you started on how to edit. Next video, we'll go a little bit further in depth. We'll add some text, perhaps do some video transitions and stuff like that. So stay with us. Like I say, this is one video of many. DaVinci Resolve 17 is quite an in-depth program, so we are going to keep doing videos in the future as we progress through it ourselves. We are still new to the program, so we are still learning ourselves. As we learn, we'll produce more videos, the editing will get better, and everyone can progress a little bit further, and hopefully I can help a few of you guys out as well and help your editing and progress your content further as well. So thank you once again for your eyes and ears. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and then you get notified every time we go live or upload future content. I stream here and on Twitch. All the links are provided in the description down below. Much love, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks again for watching.